Well, that is just... There's a reason why this guy is a Bolton legend in my mind. Welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Bolton. If you've been enjoying the save, of course, drop a like. That'd be most fantastic with all that YouTube nonsense. So, today we've got two pretty crucial games as far as Champions League goes. We've got an excellent point away at Atletico. I think the point probably, as much as I think that, you know, they had that chance towards the end, Macanya's, it is what it is. We got a point. That's the most important thing. Today, though, we've got two home games, Werder Bremen and Fenerbahce. To really have a consistent idea of winning this group, we have to win both of these games. It put us in a great position because you'd expect Atletico will probably win both their games against these two sides as well. However, they might be playing away. You never know. We have had some games off camera, of course. I'm going to bundle that stuff into the middle part because we've got two games off camera in between the two Champions League fixtures as well. Needless to say, things are weird at the moment with this team, is all I can really say. It's very, very strange. We are just not quite hitting the levels in the right places. Although we are, it's just not actually reflecting it on the field at the moment. But hopefully that is just a case of swings and roundabouts and it will come back to us. So with that in mind, we're going to jump straight in for today's game. Now, who do we want to bring in? Obviously, Kang needs to start alongside her. Do you know what? Part of me is tempted to give Ramon a chance to start in the midfield today instead of Geraldo. Because Geraldo has sort of struggled to get going so far this season, and which is fine. There's plenty of time for that to come, but I want to see what Ramon can do. There's a reason we brought this guy in, and maybe, is this really the right idea, Matt, to do this right now? Actually, maybe this is the wrong chance. Maybe this is the wrong time to test this. Maybe test this in a league game against the worst Premier League team. I don't know. It's hard to say, but he played in the Cup against Crew, and, I mean, you'll see the game, obviously, but he performed very well and scored twice in the match, so it's definitely a good sign. Backline is good. Hung is in. This is good. Everyone's looking good right now. Good. But you can see that quite clearly Kimmy has had a real rough run lately, and hopefully that will change soon. Hang on a minute, is he now suddenly getting tactical familiarity, all of us? How is he now suddenly getting it? That's really interesting. So I changed him to be his training to be Shadow Striker, which I don't normally do because he's already very good at it, and I want to train specifics. But now that I'm actually training him there, he seems to be developing tactical familiarity over all these years, despite playing in the role for 18 months. Weird that. Either that or I'm imagining things, but we'll keep an eye on that. Wow, that is an extremely defensive-looking system here from Werder Bremen. Vladimir Stojkovic. This is a guy I very nearly signed several times in this save from St. Pauli. There was always someone else that was a little bit better in the role. So it's interesting that he chose to join Werder Bremen in the end for £15 million on St. Pauli. But look at his record in Bundesliga 2 and even the top flight, frankly, for St. Pauli. He's probably the reason they were there. So a fascinating player for sure. And yet another outrageous Serbian striker. Their front line is stacked. We very much need to follow up on that good result against Atletico by getting a result against Werder Bremen, particularly as they beat Fenerbahce and might actually be a contender this year. Make some good signings as well. So I think it's important that we do a good job, and they've come to defend. They do have Brandt as well. Right, let's go. Our home record this season has been extremely good. The Cernat Lofthouse Stadium has become somewhat of a fortress for Bolton, and hopefully we can carry that over into Europe, particularly against sides like Werder Bremen and Fenerbahce, you'd feel. But, you know, we have weird games in us from time to time. Oh, God, he's through already here. And it's a good block. We need the big players to step up for us today. I need Kim just to find a little bit of form at the moment. He's had a bit of a struggly start to the season. Bala, though, great first touch from him. This is what I want to see. Can he do the same thing he always does in these situations where they just allow him to run all the way through? They do. He's going to get the shot away at least. Oh, come on. It always looks so heavily in their favour, and yet there's always a block at the last minute. God damn it, man. I thought he had the shot that time. Chance for Kang to put in one of his magic balls, though. And Demaran with the header, and it's into the back post from Ezra Koch. Koch scores his first goal for Bolton. Really nice work from the lads there. This time Demaran's header wasn't actually that good. I mean, I say wasn't that good. Ended up becoming a perfect pass. Wait, what the hell was that about? Kang with a lovely ball in, but a ghosty little run to the back post for Koch. It's a very tight angle. Ends up putting it off the post, but it's great to see Koch scoring for us in Europe. The World Cup winner, remember. Christensen now, great first touch. He's going to have to shoot from here. Surely, and he's, wow, somehow missed it the other side. We look up for it here. Now, these home games in Europe, we really do pull out all the stops. Christensen, oh, here comes the football. Here it comes. All that one-touch stuff on the edge of the area. You know when we start winding these up, something big's about to happen. Just little cheeky touches. Bala! Oh, and it should have been a goal. That deserved a goal. What a start to this match. We're treating Werder Bremen like Salzburg at the moment, and that's how good we're playing in this first half. Second goal, very key, though. Can cut inside. Go on, have a shot. Well, that is just... There's a reason why this guy is a Bolton legend in my mind, and he's my favourite player on this save. And it's things like that that just baffle physics sometimes with his quality. He cuts inside and he's just absolutely launched one, weird angle here, into the top corner for 2-0 Bolton. What a goal. Kang's delivery today has been absolutely perfect goal. Great ball in again. Oh god, he's got it back again. What's he thinking this time? Oh, that's what he's thinking. He's thinking, Ezra Koch, you help yourself to another, my son. Kang with a gorgeous pass in. It's Bolton 3, Werder Bremen 0. I don't know what I was worried about. I just figured they got into the Champions League. They have to be of a certain quality. I mean, some of Kang's vision today, and just the run that Koch makes it. This is a gorgeous little ball through the corridor of uncertainty. And look at that. A free header for Koch, and he slapped it in. I'm going to get demonetized for saying Koch so much, and I don't even care. Well, we've gone off the boil a little bit since then, if that's even possible. I've had to bring Ivanov on for Christensen, who's had a slight knock. I was going to bring Israel in, but honestly, I figured 3-0 up against Werder Bremen, now's a chance to give Ivanov some football. What a performance in the first half, my goodness me. Look at Kang. It's games like this where he really does cement himself to me as a Bolton legend. Some of that quality. Also, by the way, a brace for Ezra Koch today. That is insane. He's been incredibly good today. He's running the way he's moving into those positions as well. It wasn't just like straight up headers from set pieces. He's had to make intelligent runs to secure both of those goals. And that's why I really like what he's done for us today. Hung's ball through and it's just over the bar. Brings it down in the midfield. Geraldo. Loads of space out wide for Hung. Can he put a good ball in? That's not a bad one, is it? That's not a bad one. And Ivanov has to do better with that, probably. If that's Christensen, that's probably a goal. First half performance has very much seen us through in this match. We've not really offered much. Ramon now with the header on target there. Nearly a late one, potentially. But yeah, 3-0 to Bolton over Werder Bremen. Excellent performance. I think we got pretty much exactly what we deserved from all across the pitch. Kang was vital in that win. Yeah, pretty much nailed it, really. And this is one of our problems lately, is that we've really been rarely ever outscoring that. Which has been costing us in games, quite simply, and unfortunately allowing too much at the other end. You'll see what I mean when we come to our camera games. Believe me, you'll see what we mean. Kang was phenomenal. 9.9 in the Champions League game there. 15 key passes. He scored a goal, assisted... Well, he assisted basically both of them, but also just what a god. Right, a couple more games off camera. I'll show you the whole lot, and then back for Fenerbahce. I'm excited about that now. Right then, guys, we're back. And, well, as I said, some of the off-camera stuff went a bit weird. Need to talk about Chelsea in a minute, but we'll just sort of see what happened here. So basically, breakdown from a free kick, and we just kind of left too many gaps, unfortunately. Yago was able to get through here, slotted it through from our own corner to make it 1-0 to Chelsea after 10 minutes. And then, unfortunately, 17 minutes into the match, it was then 2-0. Ball was whipped in, and yeah, just bad defending again. He should win the header, and he doesn't. Llorente with the header for 2-0. And it just started to get worse and worse and worse. Our players were just standing there waiting for Chelsea defenders to take the ball off them, unfortunately. This time it was an own goal from Demaran to make it 3-0. And moments later then, a free kick this time. Rocha was dipped in, the ball headed on, and then it was 4-0 to Chelsea, and I was like, what is going on here? But luckily, just before half-time, we did manage to get a goal back. Geraldo with the ball, out to Rodriguez on this left-hand side. He whips a great ball in, and eventually it's poked home by Kim to just knock it over the line, thank for that. Yeah, 4-1 to Chelsea at that point. But, yeah, then before half-time was even up, they managed to grab themselves yet another goal this time. This time, Yago getting through. Goalkeeper dives for it, can't reach it. We were 5-1 down by half-time, which was absolutely insane. And then at the start of the second half, it somehow got even worse for us in this game. Kamara driving down the outside, whips it across, deflected, back, smash, edge of the area, bang, 6-1 Chelsea with Jonathan David getting the goal. We then got another one back of our own in the 76th minute. Nice little stuff here from Ivanov. Eventually, the ball comes through, and Christensen just hammers that one home for his own. Chelsea 6, Bolton 2. And yet, I'm still sitting here going, how on earth did we concede 6 goals in this game? Some of our defending was atrocious for sure, but I'm just like, what are we doing? It's actually incredible. And this is not an isolated thing for Chelsea, though. They've beaten Liverpool 6-0. And Spurs 5-0 in this same off-camera period. Against Spurs, they had even less... Sorry, not against Spurs. Against Liverpool, they had even less chances in the game. Scored 6 shots on target in that game. They got 6 out of 7 in this one. And against Spurs, Spurs had an early red card, so it kind of skewed it a little bit. So that the 5-0 is way more... And they did have a lot of chances against Spurs, but it's incredible. This Chelsea team can create goals out of literally nothing. It's incredible how ruthless and clinical they are. Like, we're actually pretty... evenly matched as far as if you look at stats over the season so far, but they have just got goals, goals, goals. And this Javier Llorente guy is mainly the reason for that when you look at it. 12 goals in 9 games so far. He is an insane striker for sure. But my God, they've got an absolutely incredible player here. And I don't know how much they paid for him. 74 million. And he was clearly worth every single penny. Look at his record for Eibar and Elche. A free transfer to Elche. Good God. Yeah, so this guy is insane. I genuinely believe that Chelsea are going to challenge for the title this year, no matter what we do, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this title race goes, to be honest. We also beat Crewe 4-0 in the EFL Cup. No surprises there, but we're cut for time here. Against Newcastle, we won 2-0. Petrovic with the goal in the 71st minute here off a lovely little Kang free kick, and then a few moments later, we were able to make it 2-0. Petrovic getting the ball out wide. Eventually, it comes to Geraldo. It's a lovely ball across from Hung, and Christensen gets the header to make it 2-0. A deserved win, you'd have to say, and a good performance from the lads. Again, probably could have had way more goals in this game, and that's the thing, we're just not scoring as much as we should be, it would seem. Defensively, we are unbelievable, but at the back, going forward, just not quite taking our chances. Though we did finally get one of those games against Burnley. Hung basically drove all the way into the box, then played the ball directly to a Burnley player, and suddenly they ended up on the counter-attack, and we found ourselves a goal down after 23 minutes. I was kind of livid, because we had so many players in good positions, but it is what it is. Then on 35 minutes, Ramon looks up here and fires a gorgeous ball over the top for Kimmy, brings it down, and does Kimmy things to smash it home. That's the kind of Kim we're used to seeing. And then, before half-time, almost immediately afterwards, look at this for football on the edge of the area. This is what we do so well. Just dragging teams all over the shop in the middle here. Eventually it comes through to Kim, slams it home, and in seconds we turn the game around into a 2-1 victory. And then later in the match, 87th minute, we were able to pull out just one more little bit of play. Ivanov gets the ball here, finds the ball to the back post for Hung, who slams it home for 3-1. Very, very even game. Probably could have come out this with a draw, I would have said, and I'd have had to accept that. Maybe we edged it slightly, but still, Kim really was hugely pivotal in this game. But then lastly, we finally started to see bits of what I want to see from these guys, where we're taking our chances, creating a load, and smashing teams when we get the opportunity. Barlow with a thunderous effort here to make it 1-0 after just 3 minutes. The route then continued in the first half. Geraldo with the ball in. Back post, Koch was there again. Kang missed this game through blisters, and he may miss the Fenerbahce tie as well. We then won a penalty, which Kimmy slammed home for his 6th goal of the year. He needed that goal still. I'm still a bit concerned about him. Bristol City then did score with their first shot on target in this match. Carter Vickers getting an empty net, basically, for 1-0 Bristol City, but we managed to make it 4-1 in the end. Ramon driving it forward, eventually slots it into the path of Geraldo, and this is just a really, really top finish from Geraldo. Bottom corner, Bolton 4, Bristol City 1. Our home record is absolutely ridiculous this season, and yeah, long may it continue. Terrific performance, 4-1. We're barely conceding goals at home. The amount of chances I don't know how many shots on target we've even conceded at home this year. It must be very, very low. As all of that does leave us top of the Premier League on 21 points. Chelsea, though, behind us with a plus 23 goal difference after 9 games. It is insane, the sheer number of goals Chelsea are scoring at the moment. Brighton as well, finally pulling up some trees there. You'll notice that De Laurentiis, not even in the top 3 goal scorers in the league, surprisingly. So Brighton are definitely on it this year as well. They're the team, for me, that are going to be the biggest challenge to overcome this year for us if we are to actually win the title. Now, obviously, we've won 7 out of 9, and the only 2 defeats were against Manchester United and Chelsea. And hilariously, I don't think we played badly in either of those games as it goes. But it is what it is. Our home record has been lethal. Is Kang fit again? Probably not. Not that it really affected us too badly against Bristol City, in fairness. So I think I'll probably just go with the same lineup as we played there. Although Christensen probably can come back in for Connor Israel now. And maybe... Although Israel's done an okay job so far, in fairness to him. I'll get him on the bench for sure. Instead of probably Hernandez this time around. So that's what we're going to go with. Geraldo and Ramon in the midfield. You notice that Geraldo had a pretty good game without Kang in the team, because he was the one taking the set pieces. And I do believe that's a factor, because it seems to count every one header from a corner as a key pass now. So, backline bedding in nicely. Cox built one relationship. He needs to bond with Kyle Wilson a little bit more, but he'll get there. All in all, still pretty happy with the way we're playing. We're top of the league, looking good in the Champions League. There's really no complaints to be had at this point, except I just wish Kim could maybe contribute a few more goals. He's blessed us with his goal scoring that I'm so used to him scoring insanely that I just need to accept that sometimes he's just going to be good. Like, if we have to scrape a 1-0 victory while Kang's not in the team, then we'll do it. Ramon has been fouled on the edge of the area, and that might well be in the box. I mean... He's in the box the entire time, and it's on the lot. That surely has to be a penalty, right? That can't... I know that sometimes they usually give these outside the box, but surely he's in the box there, right? Paolo Valeri, by the way, refereeing this game, so we've got to be careful. And if he doesn't give this, we'll know why, because it's Paolo Valeri, my most hated referee on FM. Are you joking, Paolo? Maybe I missed something. Maybe he wasn't in the box, but it damn sure looked like he was for the entire play there. But okay. Well, that's a frustrating start to this match. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come with this referee. Although, yeah, never been a big fan. Baran, ball through, and good save from McCann at the near post. Fenerbahce looked pretty solid, actually. He's got to pick the pass, though. Finds Geraldo. Oh, can he just continue the play? Nicky Murray! Oh, what a goal. Nicky Murray thunders a goal in again. Well, I say again, it's his first goal of the season, but he's so good for that. Every now and then, I feel like Nicky Murray seems to score more goals in European games than he does in the league for whatever reason. He just seems to find little gaps. Really patient here from Geraldo to roll this across. And Murray just takes his time, gets it out of his feet, thunderous effort, and it's 1-0 Bolton. Really important to get that early goal. And Nicky Murray, you love to see it, even if he performs poorly often. Very important one. Let's kick on from that. Barla. Back for Murray. He'll have the bit between his teeth now. Goes past one man like he's not even there. He's got to roll this back for someone, surely. Oh, he has. He's found Kim and Christensen and blocked again. At the moment, it's our goal difference that's actually seeing us through. Geraldo with the ball through and Koch with the header over the bar. I don't know what the ball did there. So it would be nice if we could rack up a bit of goal difference against these two. I felt like we took our foot off the gas a little bit against Werder Bremen. Hung now into the box. Whips it through, and Barla off the post, and it's not in the back of the net. I wonder how long we can keep this home winning run going, because at the moment we're showing no signs of dropping points at home in any competition currently, which will really be helpful for us when we reach the knockouts, if we can put on these kind of performances regularly. Hung again, into the box, pulls it across, and it's again come back to him, and come back to him a third time. Can he pull out a good ball? Rodriguez flicks it down. Kimmy! Good block. Christensen, Kimmy again. Chelsea getting absolutely trashed here by PSG, so I'm feeling an element of catharsis just from that alone as it goes. Well, this game sort of sums up a lot of the things I've been sort of saying about how we're good, looking fantastic in most of these games, defensively stable as all hell, creatively brilliant, and just failing to just put the chances away. Yet another one of these games where I feel like we should have had more goals. Obviously, winning is the most important thing, but you obviously want to see a team taking your chances when they arise. So again, good result, once again, defensively strong, got the win in the end, thanks to that Nicky Murray screamer. Atletico winning 2-0 away at Werder Bremen, though, does, of course, pull the goal difference back. But this has been our main problem this year. Just the sheer lack of finishing, quite simply, has cost us a lot of the time. Chances are there, we're just not taking them. It's incredible. But, and it should be stressed, we are still top of the group, joint with Atletico. We've won both the games that we needed to today, and that's really just fine by me. We've only conceded 1 goal in the Champions League as well, and we've got 2 away games against the teams below us, and then a home game against Atletico to come as well. I still think there's a great chance of us winning this group. It's just, I just want to see us score a bit more in some of these games, because we definitely can do it, we just haven't done it quite enough. So, next episode, it's going to be Fenerbahce and Atletico. Also, it's changed order slightly, so that is interesting, actually. Obviously, oh my god, if we win both of those, then really we're in for it. We got Brighton next in the Premier League, and City and Spurs and Liverpool in there. This is a big run that could define our season in many ways. The next episode, honestly, could be the turning point for either good or bad in many ways. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, I really hope you have, drop a like, that'd be awesome. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, that'd be sick too. Stream on Twitch, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, 11 AM. Go follow me too, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the biggest episode in many ways of the season so far, or even the save in many ways. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hold your guns. Capybara. Bye-bye.